Well, hi, everybody, and welcome to Properly Works first Lunch and Learn live stream. I'm Dominic Myers from Properly Works, and here with me is Dave. Dave Tarnish. He is brilliant and self-proclaimed code monkey.
Yeah,
Code
baby.
monkey. Thanks, Dave.
How you doing, everyone? As we say in the automation world, hello, world.
Hello, world. If you know the Hello World reference, then you're probably already a software or automation person. But if not, that's okay. That's what we're here for today. We're starting from scratch here. And exactly why we're here, we're talking about transforming manufacturing from manual operations to automation. And through those processes, we think our Easy Dash product is a great way to dip your toes in without drowning in complexity and cost.
Yeah, automation can really sound intimidating if you don't know what's going on. You hear robotics and IoT, and all of a sudden you think of some dystopian factory with AI overlords. But Easy Dash is completely different from all of that. There's a little bit of AI over. No, I'm just kidding. But it's like your friendly neighborhood automation. It works what you got, and you don't need any PhD to get it going.
Yeah, if your factory runs on duct tape and coffee and elbow grease and just sheer willpower, that's okay. That's what this is here for. We're going to talk to you today and let you know that there's a great way to get started in automation without massive amounts of investment, with lots of engineers and adding staff and all those kinds of things.
So the real question is, what is Easy Dash?
What is Easy Dash?
Well, you can see right here, it's a very small, portable. You can put it wherever you need. Touchscreen display. It's very straightforward. We have some ports on the side to plug in if you have USB devices. It's a plug-and-play system at its heart. It lets you control and monitor production and track parts in real time, collect data from your digital measurement devices. If you have sensors that you need to relay to it to get your information, or you can just do user input through the HMI, whatever you need. It shows you exactly what's going on, and it gives you your efficiency, your downtime, and your bottlenecks, all of that just in one simple dashboard.
Right. Instead of chasing data and entering data into systems, you pause, grab your morning or lunchtime coffee, look at the dashboard, see what's happening, and you get hot coffee and your data and time to make decisions.
Yeah.
It's evolutionary. Right?
Yeah, hot coffee, the first real benefit of automation.
Right? Hashtag benefits of automation, coffee. So for manufacturers, we're seeing a lot of people that they really like this workstation. It's a culmination of technology that's grown over solutions that Properly Works has made a difference in factories. And so we call it kind of the starter kit to push from manual to automated processes. No expensive overhauls, no complicated installations. Just plug it in, get data, make decisions. It's like putting a magnifying glass over your factory. You get to see a lot more of what's going on.
Yeah. So a lot of people think that automation is just something for like the big guys, the people with millions and millions of dollars in budget to spend and have like all these endless ranks of engineers and, like I said, IT people. But that's not really what it is,
No, and in fact, small to medium-sized manufacturers, as we know, we work with a ton of them. They have the most to gain from this. They can't have a lot of wasteful spending. They don't have time to put forward to things that just aren't going to bring any value. So Easy Dash helps you do more with lower cost. So I'm excited to kind of get into a little bit more about what the Easy Dash can do for small and medium manufacturers.
Honestly, it's like giving your factory a superpower, like machine telepathy or something like that. You always know what's happening. You always have your data. Fewer surprises, more profit. Things that businesses like. Less downtime is always a good thing.
Yeah, it's about results, right? And early indications from customers are the data collection is easier, tracking is easier, data analysis after you've gotten the data into the system is easier. They're saying as much as 40 or 60% savings between operators, supervisors, managers looking for and trying to collect and then analyze that data. So it's like getting more days in your work week, right? And it's all getting done without adding a bunch of staff or spending a lot on $1 million automation installation on machinery. So, we talk about ROI in a year is really good. Well, with ROI with the Easy Dash is months, right? Not years. So.
Yeah, it's really incredible, like just how quickly it can start giving value to your business. One customer, as like a sort of testimonial, one customer actually told us that they were having an issue with a machine that just kept shutting down unexpectedly, seemed somewhat random, and it would just cause downtime every time it happened. While with the Easy Dash, we have inputs and outputs, and so you can take sensors that already exist, indicators that already exist, wiring in your cabinets for your machines that give you indication of any problems. You can wire it right into the Easy Dash. So in this specific situation, there was like an out of sight indicator light telling them that they needed to, I think I was like, just press a button to get it going again, or just some really easy fix that wasn't immediately obvious. Well, you wire it into the Easy Dash, and then it gives you a flag. You can have it right on the screen that anybody can see. You can even port it up to a big like widescreen TV so that everybody can see. The flag goes off, fix the problem, less downtime, more profit.
It'll find the gremlins as they're messing with your machines.
Sometimes it's gremlins, but the Easy Dash also has an anti-gremlin procedure.
Anti-gremlin technology. You heard it here, folks. Great. So I think what everybody wants to see is how does this thing work? So we're going to go into a live demonstration. We're going to talk about measurement and talk about how this can get data into your system real time. We're going to talk about tracking parts and how you'll learn you can monitor workflow and what's going on throughout your different workstations and things about ready to enter inventory, take out some of that guesswork. And then we'll talk about the dashboard capabilities, right? Where we'll give you a tour of how we can present data in a simple and easy way to understand. So if we can, we'll switch cameras to our close-up so we can show everybody the actual Easy Dash screen. All right, that looks good. All right. So as you can see, we start off with a very straightforward interface. Lets you choose which app you're going to actually work in. So we'll start right in the center. We'll start with measurement. Let's say you have a part that needs to take a critical measurement. Today you might be, grabbing a tool, writing that information down, manually entering it somewhere else. With Easy Dash, you can take any digital tool, whether it's like a micrometer or calipers, dial indicators. You can plug those things in USB, Ethernet device. You can take that data and with simple button pushes, you can transfer that data into the measurement system, without any translating of data or writing it down and then entering it later. So you take a measurement, you can see if parts are good or bad. And setting up a part is as easy as just hitting up password protection. It actually has a screen for setup so that only supervisors or managers can make changes to the measurement. So
we have the super secret password of 1111.
That's right. We can set that to whatever makes sense for your factory, but supervisors can have a password and managers can have a password and different levels in your company can have a password set so that only certain changes can be made. But in this case, we've got it set up. If you want to change your part number, you want to change your part name, you want some simple instructions for your operator to follow while they're taking those measurements. And then if you want to change the tolerance values of what measurements they're taking, what's considered good and bad, you do it in these setup screens. Going back to the main screens, you could have multiple parts, you could have multiple measurements within each part to capture. So whether you just want a quick warning that says, hey, this part's good and it's in spec, or you want part traceability where this data can be exported to another system, the Easy Dash has you covered with measurement and data input. We'll move forward to part tracking. Many companies, they'll use router sheets or they'll call them op sheets for tracking workflow of parts. And if you don't, It's pretty easy to implement that using the Easy Dash. It's a simple way to track parts, and with the Easy Dash, that can be your way forward. We got information like part names, part numbers connected to operations and work centers that let you progress your production parts. You can move by IDs, you can move by lot numbers or serial numbers from station to station, or tell the system you're ready. These parts are ready for inventory. You can track where parts are visually, and you can see where bottlenecks are, and you can see the remaining steps for part completion. You can enter information in manually, or like Dave's doing, you can use the barcode scanner and simplify your entry through just scanning the part codes. Moving on, we'll talk quickly about the dashboard. A big reason why folks are looking for technology like this. Manufacturing plants are really trying to find ways to get some real-time data for how factories are performing. Those dashboards need to be simple, they need to be flexible, they need to be visual, and they need to be affordable, of course. The Easy Dash allows for entry and tracking parts using push buttons, using digital screen entry like the HMI that's on the screen, sensors, RFID tags, just about any industrial input you can think of. It allows you to flag bad parts and track those. It allows you to rework those parts and put them back into production counts. And for the sake of time here, we'll just run a simulation of multiple workstations operating, what a team might see when they look at their dashboard screen. Good parts being generated, a few defects maybe being generated, what kind of yield data they're getting out of each station, daily, monthly, and annual goals, and how the group is tracking towards those goals. So all this is in one place for operators, supervisors, managers to huddle around and make some quick decisions, see how things are running in their factory. So that's our demo for today. We went through.
Wait, there's future modules here. Should we press that?
Yeah, should we get everybody a sneak peek on what is happening next with the Easy Dash?
Yeah, let's do a little sneak peek.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. We'll spoil a little bit. So we have been working on the next modules for Easy Dash. One of the next big things is digital work instructions. In the future, we'll have digital work instruction modules with images, task descriptions, steps that an operator needs to check off or enter data into to make sure that you can see how parts are progressing. It can act as a guide and just guide the operator in what they need to do, or you can digitally record these processes and again export them to your data warehouse of choice.
We do have the ability to manually track steps so that operators just punch in on the screen when they complete something. You can also, some of these steps, you can hook them up to sensors or digital instruments so that they can only proceed once your digitally verifying devices show them that the steps have been completed.
Yeah. And of course, this system is made to go on the automation journey with you, right? So if you have manual steps today, tomorrow this system can integrate automation equipment, everything from, again, the sensors and things we've talked about to robotics and positioning. And it is a simple process to connect these things up. So while we're speaking about that kind of technology, let's give everybody a look then at the robot control. You'll see that one of the biggest challenges we've seen with robots is the darn teach pendant. When you give access to that teach pendant to some folks, it complicates the process. It can lead operators into menus or programs that they shouldn't necessarily be in. It can result in program changes or configuration changes. Those things can just shut down production, and we all know that is extremely painful. So the Easy Dash becomes an interface that's seamlessly talking to FANUC and UR robots and other robots as well, and simplifies the interface so that only the selections you want operators to adjust are present, like part programming, quantities, starting and stopping, And the Easy Dash can be fitted with an emergency stop button, and that stop button can be connected directly to the robot safety system and allows for point of use easy e-stop functionality. So I think that's enough. We'll save the rest for another video, but good sneak peek at some of the things that we've been working on. So I guess we spoiled some surprises there.
Yeah, you always gotta give people a taste of what's to come.
All right, we've talked a bit about what Easy Dash can do. Why don't we take a few questions, see if anybody has questions online. We'll get started. If you got questions on setup, integration, any of your existing operations, how this fits in with that, let us know. I've got a couple questions that came in before the event today, so I'll read those off first. So the Easy Dash seems like a general automation catch-all. Why not start a new automation project and get exactly what you want? So do you want me to field this one, or you want?
Well, I can talk about it a little bit. So a lot of times a company might think, we have a very specific application. I have to start from scratch. I have to get very specific setup, very specific hardware. Sometimes that's true. Sometimes you need to have, for a large project, a very complex project, you have to have a very complex custom solution. What the Easy Dash is for the opposite situation, where you're just trying to collect data. There is some plug and play capability where you have existing hardware you can just plug right in. And so this really starts the conversation. And then with the engineering hours that are built into the Easy Dash package, then we can tailor it a little bit to that custom application that you might have. Any other thoughts on that, Dom?
I think that sums it up. I think the Easy Dash is meant for the get a leg up, get a start up. You don't have a big project budget to start with, but you need the basics of automation. It's in the box, right?
Yeah, but very rarely are you going to go from completely manual to completely automated in one project or in one step. And so this is that first step. This is the crawling before you walk, really, of automation.
Right. Another question here was, what's under the hood? Ooh, the secret question, what's under the hood? We'll just tell you that it is an industrial platform. At the heart of it, it's got programmable logic controller. It has an HMI screen. It has industrial power supplies. It has interfaces for Ethernet IP. It has USB interfaces for devices. So everything that you would find in an industrial automation platform, it has those type of devices. This isn't like a kit that you find on Amazon or something like that, right? This is industrial platform, so they're safe for industry and ready to plug into your other devices, right? Ready for your top name brands. It can talk to other PLCs. It can talk to other to robots, like we've talked about, and lots of devices.
And like we said, do the customizability of the package. If there's maybe a specific connection that you have on your device, we can add it to the box. We can add in whatever you might need. If you need more Ethernet ports, we can always add those in. More USB ports, because you have a lot of digital micrometers or barcode scanners or anything else that uses a USB port. We can add more of those.
Easy to customize, right?
Yeah,
Easy
you're not limited by what you see here.
Great. So if I don't see any other questions, what we might do is just kind of let you know how you can get a hold of us. Again, you can find this at properlyworks.com. If you want to get, again, started with a simple automation interface, take you from manual to automated, check out the Easy Dash, right? It's easy. If you have more questions, feel free to drop them. If you see this online, underneath the post, send us a message. We'll answer them in a future lunch and learn, maybe. If there's a great topic you want to hear about, let us know. Other than that, if you want to know about other technologies, maybe we'll have a few lunch and learns with some of the vendors and distributors that we talk to. I think that'd be interesting. Well, hopefully you learned something today, and I appreciate you watching. And from us here at Properly Works, until next time, automate wisely, and we'll see you in the factory.